As soon as you catch yourself starting to doubt yourself, you need to shut that voice in your head down that tells you that you can't do something, that's telling you that it's not going to work, that's telling you that you're not good enough, you're not worthy. If you can see that someone else has got something and you also want it, you are just as capable of getting it. That person possesses no more worthiness than you do for the thing that it is that you want. You can do anything that they can do, and you can say anything that they can do. You can think and act, walk and talk just like they do. There is absolutely zero difference between you and them other than the way that you perceive yourself. We all have that voice in our head that tells us that we're not good enough for something, we're not worthy enough for something, this won't work, that won't work, let's not try, let's not take the risk. But you have to not listen to that voice, because everybody in this world, or at least most people, are negative. You aren't going to be short of people telling you that something won't work. Unless you have a group of people who trust you and spur you on. I don't know. I don't have that personally. I don't know many people who do. Most people, especially if they don't know you, they expect you to fail because they expect themselves to fail. You aren't going to be short of people in life who tell you that you can't do things. So don't ever allow yourself to join their team. You're the only person that you've got. You're the only hope, the only chance to think positively, to draw positivity to you and through you, to tell yourself that it will work, to tell yourself that you are worthy, to tell yourself that it is worth doing, whatever it is. And you might not experience this yet. You might not have experienced this yet. And it depends what kind of individual you are. But if you have a goal, a worthy goal, that's going to make you a different person by the end of it. Jim Rohn says his mentor told him he should become a millionaire. It should be his goal to get $1 million because of what it will make of him to get there. You see, the whole point of this isn't the $1 million. The whole point of this isn't the car that you want. The whole point of this isn't the body you want, the six-pack, big biceps, or whatever it is that you want. It's not about what you want. It's not about the end result. It's about who you must become in the process to obtain that thing. But you don't become that person without doing the things that you know that you must do. And you don't do those things without that inner bitch inside of you that tells you that you can't do that. Yeah, they can do it, but you can't. Why can't you? You can do anything. If you want the dream body, you can go to the gym 6 days a week and train very hard, or at least some days of the week, but you can go consistently for an extended period of time and eat right. If you're trying to make money, you can have innate laser focus on the goal. You can work harder, you can learn more, you can try different things, you can take bigger risks. You can do that just the same as anybody else can. You have just a right to everything that's around us, all the abundance that life provides, as any other living individual. Don't ever allow that voice in your head to tell you otherwise, because that voice in your head is you. It's all you've got. You can only count on yourself. You can't really count on anyone else. You can't trust anyone like you trust yourself. So if you don't even trust yourself, who can you trust? You need to start trusting yourself. You need to start saying that you're going to do something and actually follow through and do that thing. There is nothing more disappointing than the disappointment that you feel with yourself with not going through with something that you said you would go through with. I used to live that life in the past. I used to say, yes, this weekend I'm definitely going to go to the gym and train, whatever it was. And I would never do it. I would just say it. It's like you get high in the moment. You get high off the thought, this motivation you get. When you think about it deeply, it's like you've already done it, so you don't even need to go and do it. Or you give yourself time to talk yourself out of it. Whatever it is, for some reason, if you're anything like the old me, there's something you want to do and you talk yourself out of it, or you don't end up doing it. You just get high off the thought and then you don't actually feel the need to follow through. But as soon as you start doing things and following through with what you said you would do, you will start trusting yourself, and you can only trust yourself in this world. There is no one else that you can truly, 1,000,000% trust. Not many, anyway. Not many. Only yourself. I don't know if you have a pet. I don't know if you have a dog or a cat. If you don't, you'll still probably know what I'm talking about. You'll still probably be able to pick up the analogy. But if you have a dog and you hold a bone in front of its face, or if you have a cat and you shine a laser light on the floor, do you see the amount of focus that pet has? That dog will not take its eyes off the bone. It will just keep looking at it. Its mouth will be watering. It cares about nothing else in the world. Everything else disappears except that bone. And it's the same with the cat with the laser light on the floor. The whole world may have disappeared. It's just him or her and that light on the floor that it wants to catch. You need to have that same laser focus. Be totally object driven. If there's something you want, go and get it. Everything else needs to fall aside. Everything else needs to disappear. That is number one priority, whatever it is. You need to not stop thinking about it at any time. It needs to be constantly on your mind. Number one priority, all you think about all day long until you achieve that goal. That's at least how I choose to strive towards my goals. That's the most effective way for me. And I would recommend that you try it. Just total laser focus. I don't care about anything else except this goal I've set for myself. That's the way that I choose to go about it. I must have this thing. Nothing else matters. I'll catch you in the next video, my friends.